York.
Thank you so much, Brian. Already 2 practice sessions for dirt draft practice in the books for the USAC Silver Crown Series. CJ Leary and Cody Swanson respectfully topping the charts here at one of the world's most fascinating racetracks, but also one of the most tricky and obviously one of the most intimidating, with the 37-degree banking that greets these 19 USAC Silver Crown drivers here today for this year's running of the Rich Vogler Classic. Hello, race fans. Once again, my name is Drake York. So glad to be joining you from not only one of the greatest racetracks in the world, but one of the most historic as well. It's such a rich history here at this great racetrack between sprint cars, midgets, and now Silver Crown over the last couple of years. Without further ado, let's take a look at your points heading into tonight's round with the USAC Silver Crown Series here at the Winchester Speedway. Justin Grant continues to have a dream season, going after his 2nd championship with the USAC Silver Crown Series with 396 points. CJ Leary back by quite a ways. He's in 2nd by 328 points to Grant's 396. Matt Westfall is 3rd, Logan Seavey 4th, Cody Swanson rounding out the top 5. Greg Corey, Kyle Steffens, Dave Burkheimer, Mario Klauser, and Kaylee Bryson rounding out the top 10. That horn you hear behind me is the 8-minute horn for these USAC Silver Crown drivers to get ready for Honest Abe Roofing qualifying here at the Rich Vogler Classic. Now let's take a look at our dirt draft driver v driver matchup. Always such a fun thing, and reminder to make sure you lock in your dirt draft line before tonight's 100-lap feature event with the USAC Silver Crown Series. Dakota Armstrong, he's been on a bit of a tear when it comes to the pavement side of dirt drafts. Tonight, his opposition will be Dave Burkheimer. Let's start off with Burkheimer on the left-hand side of your screen. He is at USAC Driver 1. Remember, you can play against the USAC drivers when you enter in that public lobby. But once again, Burkheimer at USAC Driver 1. He's got Dakota Armstrong, Logan Seavey, Brian Tyler, Nathan Bird, and Colton Bettis. And as I said, to his right, his opposition is Dakota Armstrong. He's at USAC Driver 2. He's got Cody Swanson, Dakota Armstrong, Brian Tyler, Jake Trainer, and Colton Bettis. Let's take a quick run of show here for the USAC Silver Crown Series. I just mentioned the 2 dirt draft practices so far in the books with Cody Swanson and CJ Leary the fastest. Honest Abe Roofing qualifying here up next. It's straight up with the USAC Silver Crown Series. So you go the quickest, you'll start on the pole. You go 2nd fastest, you'll start 2nd, so on and so forth. Pretty simple for any race fan, no matter how experienced or inexperienced you are with the USAC Silver Crown Series. That's one thing I think a lot of people really enjoy this series. From there, we go to our 100-lap Rich Vogler Classic feature event. Also worth noting, Pavement Modifies and Thunder Roadsters on the card here as well. They always put on a good show here at the Winchester Speedway. Well, we're standing just in front of one of the pits of one of the entries I think a lot of people came here to see. Ryan Newman, 1999 USAC Silver Crown Series champion, 18-time NASCAR Cup Series winner in the house tonight. A bit of a surprise entry for Kazmark Motorsports, but Ryan Newman, actually saw him last night at Indianapolis Raceway Park racing with that Irish Sanders Heroes race, which had its share of fireworks, I think that's safe to say. But it's so cool to see Ryan back in a pavement midget last night, and he's back in a USAC Silver Crown car tonight. And we talked about those 18 Cup Series wins, and some of them big ones over the years, namely the 2008 Daytona 500, along with the 2013 Brickyard 400 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. But as I said, he's got more than his fair share of experience here in the USAC Silver Crown Series, so don't worry about him. He's also a winner here in USAC Sprint Car and Midget competition over the years, too. So he definitely knows his way around this fast half mile. I think a lot of eyes are on this 92 machine tonight. He's going to be fun to watch along with the other 18 drivers in the field. Always so many good stories with the USAC Silver Crown Series. And Brian, qualifying is next here on FloRacing.
Indeed it is. A $150 bonus to beat tonight's Honest Abe Roofing Quick Qualifier, as they are the quick qualifying sponsor in all 3 USAC national divisions throughout the 2025 season. Honest Abe Roofing has been installing, repairing, and maintaining residential roofs since 2005. They want to give you the perfect roof to protect your home and keep you comfortable. Honest Abe provides the fastest service in the roofing industry, and they're supported the fastest driver in qualifications. Visit honestaberoofing.com today to schedule your free roof inspection. 2 rounds of dirt draft hot laps out to the Speedway, and out of those hot laps, the drivers' best times, be it from Session 1 or Session 2, those are used to set their qualifying order. It is the inverse of practice. So the slowest time in practice will be the first out to qualify. The fastest will be the last out to qualify. And no surprise, Cody Swanson was the fastest overall in hot laps, and he will be the final driver in Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. So cars starting to roll down the Indy Metal Finishing work area pit lane here. They'll start to make their way over to the exit of turn number 2. Today marks the 190th overall USAC event contested here on the high banks of Winchester. course, lineup for today's 100-lap feature event straight up off of your qualifying order. Once everybody has been able to come out and establish their best qualifying attempt. 2 laps. Fastest lap will count towards your qualifying effort. If you haven't done so, make sure you stop by the USAC merchandise trailer. It is fully stocked with official gear for the 2025 season. T-shirts, hoodies, hats, and all the race day must-have gear is available. Be sure to follow USAC Gear Facebook page for new merch and special offers all season long. Again, while you're down there, you can find out each USAC driver's name, hometown sponsor, chassis, and engine information by purchasing a driver roster. They're only $1 while supplies last. Again, that is at the USAC merchandise trailer. A couple of drivers with T-shirt trailers and tents set up down there as well. Make sure and stop by and stock up while your size, color, and design is still available. Make sure and find us online at usacracing.com. It's been the same web address since 1998, and it's where you can find all the news, notes, points, and updates on everything happening with the United States Auto Club. Again, that's usacracing.com. Make sure to find us on Facebook by searching for USAC Racing and on X and Instagram at USAC Nation. A reminder, everything you see posted out to social media during the course of today's program is unofficial. All official news, notes, points, and updates are done online at usacracing.com at the close of today's program. You can also follow along with live timing and scoring for not only the USAC division, but also the modifieds and the roadsters on Race Monitor. Again, that is all unofficial. Speaking of the modifieds and the roadsters, they have already been out to qualify and establish their feature lineup. In Thunder Roadsters and the Asphalt Modifieds joining us here. We'll have the Thunder Roadster feature first, then the modified feature for 30 laps. Thunder Roadsters will be 20 laps. Autograph session on the schedule for 7:45 and opening ceremonies on the schedule for 8:15, 8:30. Is the scheduled start time for tonight's 100-lap Rich Vogler Classic feature event. So drivers continuing to make their way down the pit lane and staging over there at the exit of turn number 2. Looking ahead on the schedule, it is a busy month coming up as we round out the month of June and head into the month of July. Tomorrow, the USAC Amsoil Sprinter National Championship back on track. The long-awaited return to a pair of Ohio ovals. Fremont on Saturday, Millstream on Sunday. A little bit of a downtown party. The kickoff to the BC 39 presented by Avante Windows and Doors. That'll be down in front of Prime 47 in downtown Indianapolis. That'll be on Monday night. More information posted on that too, the USAC social media channels. And then it is the BC 39 presented by Avante Windows and Doors, the dirt track at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway on July 1st and 2nd. Tickets still on sale at ims.com. You can also get tickets the day of the event. So when you walk up to the gate, you can get your tickets then and there and make your way in to enjoy one of the crown jewel events of midget racing. The BC 39 presented by Avante Windows and Doors, again, July 1st and 2nd. July 3rd, we'll give everybody a little bit of a breather, and then we get right back after it with Bill Gardner Sprintacular, Honest Abe Roofing, Lincoln Park Speedway. That'll be on July 4th and 5th. Mid-America Midget Week follows that. Sweet Springs Motorsports Complex taking the place of what was Red Dirt Raceway on Tuesday, July 8th. Unfortunately, Red Dirt shuttered at the moment. So Sweet Springs will take over that date. July 9th will be in Beloit, Kansas for the Chad McDaniel Memorial Mitchell County Fairgrounds, and then Jefferson County Speedway on July 11th and 12th. That is up at Fairbury, Nebraska. Again, you can find this and more with every schedule when you go to usacracing.com. First 2 dirt track practice sessions. C.J. Leary was quickest in the opener at a 15:2.92. Cody Swanson coming around in dirt draft hot lap session number 2, 14:9.70, puts him quickest. As we'll get rolling here with Honest Abe Roofing qualifying, again, $150 bonus to be the quick qualifier here this evening. As the first driver out to the 37-degree banked half-mile oval comes to you out of Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Driver of the Rich Wine Garage. Shadow Motorsports, Seth's Performance Chevrolet Beast, Mr. Bob's Pest Control, Burkheimer race at number 31. This is Dave Burkheimer. Dave Burkheimer in the number 31. On his warm-up lap now, he'll come around, he'll find the green flag flying, and he will start the clock here as he makes his way off into turns 1 and 2. A 5-time starter here in the Rich Vogler Classic. His best run in 2021 with a 19th place finish. Oh, problems on the back straightaway, hard into the inside concrete. Look out, Burkheimer in 31. Car gets out from underneath him on the back straightaway, and Burkheimer takes a lick to the inside concrete. Safety crews on scene, waiting for word on the condition of the driver. Getting word to the tower, driver is okay after the hit on the back straightaway. Again, Dave Burkheimer, the 31, is okay. So we'll see if we have a replay here on FloRacing. Into the throttle at the exit turn number 2, and the car just snaps around on him. Bounced her up onto the wall in the back straightaway. Luckily, didn't actually dig in down into the pavement and send the car flipping. They'll slow the frame rate down here on the replay. And we're going to look at it. And he's trying to correct into it. Unfortunately, she's already going around. So a lot of damage to the car, but the good news, driver is okay. So safety crews hooked onto the car. Looks like they have got it suspended in the air, and they will begin to get him cleared. Unfortunately, Burkheimer not able to come around and lay down a lap time as that incident coming around on his opening lap of qualifying. So the bad news, crashed in this one. The good news, if they're able to make repairs, he would be able to come out and complete a qualifying lap at the end. Of course, if not, he will simply be lined up at the tail of tonight's feature event. So able to get a look at the car here on the monitor, and Dave, he's just riding along. Couple of facts and figures about Silver Crown cars. A 96-inch wheelbase. The overall length is limited to a maximum of 15 feet. On the pavement, the maximum overall width is 80 inches. The roll cage limited to a max of 37 inches at its widest point. Dirt is narrower. It's at 32.5 inches, so some considerable differences between the dirt side and the asphalt side in Silver Crown competition. 1,675 pounds of minimum weight requirement with the driver on the pavement. It's 1,625 on the dirt. On the pavement, the cars must have a steel skid plate under the lowest portion of the tail tank to prevent rupturing the cell from dragging the ground. You'll see the sparks fly, especially as we go into the nighttime hours. where these cars go in and really dig into that pavement. As real quick, let's go ahead and check in with Drake.
Yeah, thanks, Brian. Currently, the 31 car with Dave Burkheimer still in it, being lowered into the pit stall. Some of the Hemmelgarn Racing Team guys coming down here and helping that car get down. Most of the damage, as you can imagine, on that right side, the right front shock is bent, so that's going to need replaced along with the right front wheel. Where a lot of the damage is that right rear wheel. So the tire looks pretty intact itself, but that wheel is absolutely destroyed and shredded, so they'll definitely need a new right rear wheel. And looking at some of the stuff on the right rear construction-wise, everything looks straight for the moment, but we'll give the team some time to deconstruct the race car and see if they'll be able to make it out for the 100-lapper.
Thank you very much. As we get back underway here with Honest Abe Roofing qualifying, driver to Shelbyville, Indiana, out to the Speedway, driver the Crane Works, Brownies Marine, Stephen Wright, the turn. Greg Corey in the number 32 coming around in his opening lap, and he will set the mark at an 18.038, 18038 seconds for the driver of the number 32. Finds his way onto the back straightaway. 3 career starts in the Rich Vogler Classic. His best run last year was a 13th place finish, 15th in 2022, and a 23rd place finish in 2023. Comes around better on lap number 2, 17.587, 175.87 seconds for Greg Corey. Right now, he sets the mark here in Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Nathan Bird onto the Speedway. He'll fly his way onto the back straightaway at a Goodyear, Arizona. Driver the GMS Sonesta Hotel Clean Core Solution Chevrolet Meyer Auto Research number 40. Working around on his warm-up lap here. He'll come around to the wave of the green flag, and the clock will start for the driver who has made the cut 4 times in the Rich Vogler Classic. His best run in 2022, and he matched it last year. It was an 11th place finish, 14th in 2021 and 21st in 2023. Comes around in his opening lap. He'll be quick time at a 16.065, 160.65 seconds for Nathan Bird. 20 career USAC Silver Crown starts, 1 top 5 and 11 top 10 finishes for the driver at a Goodyear, Arizona. Makes his way off of turn number 4 down the embankment onto the flat of the front straightaway. And lap number 2, better, 15.911, 15.911 on lap number 2. Nathan Bird, now your Honest Abe Roofing quick qualifier. Coming to us out of St. Charles, Missouri, driver of the Performance Plus Global Logistics, Trainer Chevrolet Powered B, Spartan Transportation, Steffens Motorsports number 8. This is Kyle Steffens. Kyle Steffens in the number 8. Comes around to the wave of the green flag, and he is on the clock here. A 2-time starter in the Rich Vogler Classic, 17th in 2023 and 15th in this event 1 year ago. 38 career starts, 1 top 5 and 10 top 10 finishes for the former full-time UMP Dirt Car Modified driver. Comes around second quick in his opening lap at a 15.986, 159.86 seconds. Good qualifying effort up at Worldwide Technology Raceway. Really starting to get a lot more comfortable on the tarmac here as he comes around. Lap number 2, Kyle Steffens, better, quick time at a 15.891, 15891 seconds. Kyle Steffens now to the top of the boards here at Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Real quick, let's check in with Drake.
Just spoke to Dave Burkheimer a second ago, getting a closer look at this race car. The bottom shock support on the right front has snapped off the race car, but Dave told me they're going to try to get it back out. They're also going to change a front axle while they're out as well. Back to qualifying, Brian.
Thank you very much. Jackson Basingo on track coming around for his opening lap. He's out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Driver the JTM Food Group, BHR Performance, Toyota Beast number 124. 1 start of the Rich Vogler Classic a year ago. A 10th place finish for the driver out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Comes around on his opening lap, and he will be quick time at a 15.251, 15.521, 15521 seconds for Jackson Basinko. 6 career Silver Crown starts, 1 top 5 and 4 top 10 finishes for the Brad Hayes Racing. Nick Lohanna racing number 124. Comes around lap number 2 and slower, 15.552, 15.521 on his opening lap is one he'll stand on. But now Jackson Basinko is your Honest Abe Roofing quick qualifier. On his warm-up lap now, the driver to Pleasant Hill, Ohio, the Metalloid 1 Performance Products, Acro Seal, ShoppingReduct.com, Acro Lube, AMC Performance Plus Powder Coating, MW Manufacturing, Heitmeyer Concrete, 4 Kings Racing, Legacy, Stanton Chevrolet number 54. This is Matt Westfall. And the number 54 comes around to start the clock. 1 career start here in the Rich Vogler Classic back in 2023. Ran 13th as a sprint car start back in 2003, where he ran 12th in the Vogler Classic. 61 career Silver Crown starts, comes around on lap number 1, second quick at a 15.663, 15.663 seconds for Matt Westfall. 11 top 5, 31 top 10 finishes for the driver of the number 54. As he'll make his way off into turns 3 and 4. The shadow starting to cast there as they make their transition from turn 3 to turn 4. Better lap number 2, and now your Honest Abe Roofing quick qualifier 15.268, 15.268 seconds for Matt Westfall. Driver onto the Speedway now. Comes to you out of Parma, Michigan. Driver the Duncan Oil, QS Composites, Kircher Chevrolet Beast, Malcolm Lovelace on number 81. This is Brian Tyler. Brian Tyler in the number 81. He will start the clock, a two-time starter here on the Rich Vogler Classic and Silver Crown competition. A fifth-place run in 2022. Ran 13th when this event was held at Indianapolis Raceway Park back in 2012. In a sprint car, he has 8 starts. His best finish was second in 1999. Comes around on his opening lap, third quick at a 15.621, 15.621 seconds for the driver of the number 81 machine. 213 careers, Silver Crown starts, 18 wins. His last one at DeCoin in 2021. Comes around second quick on lap number 2, a 15.386, 15.386 seconds for Brian Tyler. Matt Westfall, the one they're still chasing right now with a 15.268. The next competitor is Jake Trainer at Midway, Massachusetts. Driver of the Clyde Enterprises, Willwood, Brown & Miller Racing Solutions, Penske Shocks, Hoosier Tire, Ford Beast number 6. First visit here to the high banks of the Winchester Speedway. The two-time winner of the Little 500 going to come around and start the clock. 3 career Silver Crown starts, 1 top 5, 1 top 10 finish. That was during the Hoosier 100. Little bit of a wiggle that time over in turns 3 and 4. That wiggle bit him at Worldwide Technology Raceway as he slapped the wall and rode it all the way from turn 1 to about the midpoint of turn number 2. But lap number 1 is fourth quick at a 15.562, 15.562 seconds for Jake Trainer. Comes off at turn number 4. We'll see if he improves on lap number 2. He does not. 15.649. His opening lap, 15.562 will be his best attempt. Again, that was Jake Trainer in the Clyde Enterprises, number 6. Kyle Robbins, the next driver out to the Speedway. Driver of the Magnum Machine and Tool, Willwood, Jackson Chevrolet Beast, K&R Racing, number 7. Five careers. 2022. 51 career Silver Crown starts, 2 top 5s and 18 top 10 finishes for the driver to Newcastle, Indiana. Comes around on his opening lap, quick time at a 15.167, 15.167 seconds for Kyle Robbins. Takes the Beast Jackson Chevrolet number 7 off to the back straightaway. Big time wiggle that time at a turn number 3. Fishes are up the racetrack, gets it back underneath him. A big save for the driver number 7. But it'll cost him on lap number 2, a 15.439. Lap number 1, quick time at a 15.167. Kyle Robbins, now your Honest Abe Roofing quick qualifier. Qualified third 1 year ago for this event. She's out of Shelby Township, Michigan. Driver of the Able Construction Company, Bradford Allen. Shift up now, Motorsport Safety Group, Simpson, Car IQ Pay, Mobile One, the Safety Bank. Number 55, this is Taylor Ferns. Taylor Ferns in the 55. A 4-time starter in the Rich Vogler Classic. In Crown competition, ran 5th here 1 year ago. Her best finish, a 3rd back in 2022. Brings it around on lap number 1, fourth quick at a 15.404, 15.404 seconds for the young lady with 38 career USAC Silver Crown starts, 8 top 5s and 21 top 10 finishes. Races off through turns 3 and 4. We'll see if she betters her time on lap number 2. It'll be lap number 1, 15.404. Lap number 2 is a 15.436. Taylor Ferns currently 4th on the board. Normally Mario Klauser behind the wheel. Tonight it's going to be Ryan Newman at a South Bend, Indiana. Driver the Raymond Cartabag, Ed Pink Toyota, Beast Chassis, EnviroFab, RMS, Klauser Auto Repair, High Performance Lubricants, Casmark Motorsports, number 92. Starts the clock, a 5-time starter in Crown competition, all of them at Indianapolis Raceway Park. He ran 3rd in 2015, winner of the Vogler Classic in 2000 at Winchester in both sprint car and midget competition. Comes around on his opening lap, 5th quick at a 15.460, 15.460 seconds for Ryan Newman. 75 career starts, 2 wins in 1999. Indianapolis Raceway Park of Worldwide Technology Raceway has 19 top 5s and 39 top 10 finishes. Newman coming around second time, second quick at a 15.260, 15.260 for Ryan Newman in the 92. Quick qualifier continues to be Kyle Robbins at a 15.167. Next driver onto the Speedway in a Plymouth, Indiana, driving the First Line Systems Incorporated Newman Racing Drywall Distributors, Jackson Chevrolet Beast, Michael Newman, number 41. This is Tyler Rohrig. Tyler Rohrig in the number 41 comes around to start the clock. A 14-time starter in Silver Crown competition. Picked up his first career Silver Crown win up at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park earlier this year. 7 top 5s, just as many top 10 finishes. First Vogler Classic start 1 year ago. He ran 22nd in this event. Comes around in his opening lap, 8th quick at a 15.793, 157.93 seconds for Tyler Rohrig. The 2-time Little 500 winner working onto the back straightaway. We'll see if he betters his time here on lap number 2. Solid line through the 3rd and 4th turns. Round to the front straight with a 41. Going to come around and stop the clock better. 6th quick at a 15.518, 155.18 seconds for Tyler Rohrig, currently 6 on the field. Driver to Newcastle, Indiana, out to the Speedway. Drove the Maresim Crop Performance, Stanton Chevrolet Beast, Armstrong Farm, C&A Motorsports number 5. This is Dakota Armstrong. Dakota Armstrong in the number 5 at speed. Comes around to start the clock here in on-the-day roofing qualifying. 13th driver out to the pavement. Ran 14th here 1 year ago. Sprint cars at Winchester. He ran 8th in 2008. 15-time starter in Silver Crown competition, a pair of wins, 5 top 5s and 10 top 10 finishes for Dakota Armstrong. Comes around on his opening lap, 4th quick at a 15.314, 153.14 seconds for Dakota Armstrong. Former Xfinity and Craftsman truck driver making his way around to the front straightaway. Lap number 2, better, 2nd quick at a 15.257, 152.57 seconds for Dakota Armstrong. 0.090 seconds off of the pace set by Kyle Robbins. Next driver onto the Speedway out of Sutter, California, driving the Stida.com, CGCPA's, Indy Custom Film, Forcheck Marketing, Indy Power Sports, AJ Felker Racing Chevrolet Beast number 22. This is Logan Seavey. Logan Seavey in the number 22 will start the clock. A 4-time winner on the season, most recently with the USAC Amsoil Sprint Car National Championship up at Red Hill back on June 14th. He's a 4-time starter in Crown competition here in the Rich Vogler Classic. He ran 2nd in 2022. Last year he ran 6th. Goes 5th quick on his opening lap at a 15.293. 152.93 seconds for Logan Seavey on his opening lap. 53 career USAC Silver Crown starts, 10 wins, 33 top 5s, 47 at top 10 finishes for the driver, the number 22. Comes around lap number 2, and it will be just a tick slower, 15.381. He'll stand on his opening lap at 15.293. 5th quick for Logan Seavey. Fifteenth contestant this afternoon at Franklin, Massachusetts, driving the Brown & Miller Racing Solutions, Simpson Race Products, Speedway Chevrolet Beast DJ Racing number 98. This is Bobby Santos III. Bobby Santos in the number 98 comes around to start the clock. A 3-time winner on the season outside of USAC competition. Must see at Berlin back in May, June 7th with the 500 Sprint Series in Toledo, and most recently on June 21st, must see out at Owasso. Comes around on his opening lap. And Santos 7th quick at a 15.392, 153.92 seconds for Bobby Santos on his opening lap. A 10-time starter in Crown competition here in the Rich Vogler Classic. Winner of this event in 2012 and 2017. Both of those wins at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park. Was runner-up here the last 2 years. Goes 2nd quick on his second time around, 15.217, 152.17 seconds for Bobby Santos in the number 98. Driver to Lutz, Florida on the Speedway, the Sam Pierce Chevrolet AP Driver Development, Burns Concrete, LSI, RE Enterprises, Chevrolet B, Sam Pierce number 126. This is Colton Bettis. Colton Bettis and the number 126. 5 wins on the season, all in pavement sprint car competition, 4 with the Southern Sprint Shootout Series. Very new to Silver Crown competition. His first visit here to the Winchester Speedway. Had good speed during dirt draft hot laps and decent speed so far here during Honda City Roofing qualifying. Goes 6th quick at a 15.273, 152.73 seconds for the driver of the number 126. One career start. He ran 15th at the Raleigh-Beale Classic. Comes around off of turn number 4. We'll see where he stops the clock here on lap number 2. And it will be a little bit slower, 15.523. He'll stand on lap number 1, 15.273 for Colton Bettis, currently 6th on the field. Driver who was fastest in the opening flight of practice earlier turned a 15.292. We're talking about the driver out of Greenfield, Indiana. The Avante Windows and Doors, Apache Transport, Center for Intuitive Education, Group Records, Kodiak Products, Sander Engineering, Beaver Stripes. Number 21, this is C.J. Leary. C.J. Leary in the number 21 takes the Team Arizona Petty Performance Rossi Racing entry onto the back straightaway in his opening lap. A 5-time starter in Silver Crown competition here in the Rich Vogler Classic. Ran third here 1 year ago. Comes around quick time at a 15.115. 15.115 seconds. C.J. Leary to the top of the boards here in Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. Top 5 in his last 3 starts here during the Rich Vogler Classic, a 4th in 2022 and 2023 to go along with the podium finish last year. Better, lap number 2, 15.059. C.J. Leary, now your Honest Abe Roofing quick qualifier here in the Rich Vogler Classic. Down to the final couple of drivers to qualify. Out of Ione, California, the NOS Energy Drink, Super Fitness, Hemmelgarn Enterprises, Nick Bohannon, Versalift Reynolds, Speedway Ford, Beast number 91. This is Justin Grant. Justin Grant in the number 91 comes around to start the clock. 9-time winner on the season, most recently up at the Action Track USA out in Pennsylvania to round out the Eastern Storm. Also picked up wins at Bridgeport and Port Royal with the USAC Amsoil Sprint Car National Championship. Comes around on his opening lap, second quick at a 15.162, 151.62 seconds for Justin Grant. 6-time starter in the Vogler Classic here in Silver Crown competition. Winner of this event in 2021. Last year, a 4th place finish for Justin Grant. Comes around lap number 2 and slower, 15.187, barely. Lap number 1, 15.162, so second quick for Justin Grant. On to the Speedway now to Kingsburg, California. Driver of the Mission Foods, Wilkie Orthodontist, Glenn Farms, Doran Binks Racing, Lancy Ford, Beast number 77. This is Cody Swanson. Cody Swanson in the number 77. A 5-time winner of the Rich Vogler Classic, 2 of them at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park in 2016 and 2019. He has won the last 3 here at Winchester. Also has 2 sprint car starts in the Vogler. Comes around on his opening lap, 14.842. Quick time for Cody Swanson, 14.842 seconds for the 8-time USAC Silver Crown champion. Going to bring it around on lap number 2. Does he improve his time? Second time by. He does not, 14.939, but Cody Swanson is your Honest Abe Roofing quick qualifier, 14.842 seconds. Wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, for the 57th time in his career, he will be your Honest Abe Roofing quick qualifier here with the USAC Silver Crown Series out of Kingsburg, California. Driver of the Mission Foods, Wilkie Orthodontist, Glenn Farms, Lancy Ford, Beast number 77. Race fans, give him a hand at Cody Swanson. Swanson, your quick qualifier. C.J. Leary was second quick. Justin Grant, third quick. Kyle Robbins, fourth quick. Bobby Santos, the third and fifth. Dakota Armstrong, Ryan Newman, Matt Westfall, Colton Bettis, and Logan Seavey running at the top 10. A look at the qualifying times. Swanson by 0.217 seconds, but looking back from 4th through about 10th, the difference is all under a 1/10 of a second. Robbins to Graham was 5,000. Santos to Robbins was 0.50. 0.40 Armstrong to Santos. Newman 3,000 off of Armstrong. So everybody very tight all the way through the top 10 during Honest Abe Roofing qualifying as the Mission Foods. Doran Binks racing number 77 will get the push down to his pit stall. And we'll catch up with him here in just a little bit. Swanson, the only driver into the 14-second range during Honest Abe Roofing qualifying. So unfortunately, repairs still ongoing, so not able to take a qualifying run. Dave Burkheimer, but the crew, as was alluded to earlier, working feverishly to try to make their way out to start today's 100-lap feature event. So Cody out of the car, and he will start to make his way over to the Honest Abe Roofing qualifying victory lane, located down just inside the infield. Swanson will be making his 159th career Silver Crown start. Holds 46 career victories, 110 top fives, 122 top tens, and now 57 times an Honest Abe Roofing quick qualifier. Again, his quick qualifying time tonight is opening lap, a 14.842 second attempt, 121.277 average miles per hour. He'll make his way down into Honest Abe Roofing qualifying victory lane. He'll get a word with Christy Bemis.
And the only driver into the 14-second bracket today during Honest Abe Roofing qualifying here at Winchester Speedway. Cody, the shadows really did begin to crawl over the racetrack in turns number 3 and 4, especially later there in the qualifying run. Do you feel like it changed how the car handled for you? We did see some speeds plateau there in the middle.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that the shade did. I know we made changes, right? Knowing how fast Justin and CJ and Bobby and everybody in this field is and gets when it's go time, right? So. Car's been different this year than previous, and just trying to chase that a little bit with the racetrack today, and made a few changes knowing I have to hold my breath for 2 laps there and make sure we got a lap in. And so right now I'm trying to decipher, what the car was actually doing versus what I needed different, because to go 100 laps tonight in Rich Vogler Classic is different, right? What you need out of it. So thankful that we had enough speed to get the Honest Abe Roofing pole here, and appreciate them for their support of USAC Racing. And man, just special to be here at Winchester. What a wild place. And thankfully driving this door in Binks Mission Foods number 77. Everybody for all their effort that puts in on it. Thinking about our friend Ken, who's back at home today, but doesn't happen without him, without Dan Binks, without Kevin Dorr and our principals, and everybody that pitches in on it. We got an army behind us, and I'm thankful to be the one in the seat.
Make an excellent point that you can't drive Winchester Speedway the same for 100 laps as you can for 2 laps, especially on a day like today. It's about a bajillion degrees. This racetrack is so demanding. How much is tonight an endurance race?
Yeah, I mean, this place is challenging, whether it's 2 laps or 50 or let alone 100. So luckily for us, I feel like, the fuel load changes the pace. It just forces it to. And so what you need your car to be able to do during that run is different, right? And so we've been fortunate in the past to have had great cars for all 100 laps, and it's kind of a moving target, which is the beauty of racing and what makes it so much fun if you do have a good night. So I know we're going to give it our best shot to chase it today and hopefully have a good 100 laps here this evening.
He is a previous winner of the Rich Vogler Classic here at Winchester Speedway. Cody Swanson picks up his 57th career pole and Honest Abe Roofing Fast Qualifying Award with the USAC Silver Crown Champ Car Series.
5th time and as many Rich Vogler Classic events here at Winchester that he will start from the pole. Looking back to 2021, started the pole, ended up runner-up that night, but he has been undefeated here since 2022. So coming up next in the program, the Thunder Roadster feature event will be 20 laps. Modified feature will be 30 laps. We'll have an autograph session back behind the grandstands. That is about 7:45 according to our schedule right now. Again, 7:45 for that autograph session. Make sure and make your way down there. Meet the drivers who have made their way here to Winchester this evening. So officials will begin gathering the Thunder Roadster feature. With that, here on the FloRacing broadcast, we're going to step away for a moment. We'll be back to the high banks of Winchester.
My name is Riker Sumner, and I am from Terre Haute, Indiana. My home tracks are CCQ Leg and Terre Haute. I am excited to be one of the top 48 drivers in the cutting edge performance competition. I'm excited about being able to have a chance to race a junior sprint at the Tulsa Shootout this year.